Hey, what's up? The patch is focused, straightforward, and honestly the kind of maintenance update that doesn't always get the hype, but can make playing the game feel noticeably better. According to the patch notes, the team pushed online stability fixes so matches should be less prone to disconnects and weird networking behavior, which is a relief for anyone who's lost a session to a sudden drop. You'll also see fixes for crashes. Whether you were getting the game to freeze in Dynasty, crashing out of Road to Glory, or seeing random application shutdowns during a match or while navigating menus, those crash issues are explicitly called out as resolved in this update, which means fewer abrupt exits and less frustration overall. It's the kind of fix you really only miss when it's gone, but if you've been hit by it, you'll notice. Players have been talking about crash and stability problems on the official forums for a while, and this patch seems to be EA's attempt to tackle that feedback head-on. Beyond stability and crash remediation, performance improvements were added to gameplay. That's a broad phrase, but in practice, it can mean smoother frame rate in heavy moments, better responsiveness when you're trying to pull off precise routes or tackles, and fewer janky animations that break the immersion. Small adjustments to how the game handles processing under load can make a big difference when you're in the red zone and every millisecond counts. A handful of community-facing outlets that have tracked recent title updates also note similar performance and presentation tweaks across previous patches, and this one follows that pattern as more of a polish pass rather than a content drop. The patch also mentions other minor tweaks, which is the catch-all phrase that covers everything from audio balancing to UI text fixes to tiny gameplay parity adjustments. Those are the little quality of life changes that rarely headline a patch, but over time add up to a cleaner experience. Fans who run Dynasty or Ultimate Team modes should keep an eye out for adjustments that affect match progression, saving behavior, or event tracking. These are the kinds of minor fixes that can remove irritating edge cases where, for example, a win doesn't register properly or a menu element misbehaves. If you're wondering what to expect the moment the update applies, start a quick exhibition or an online match and pay attention to matchmaking stability and the general smoothness of the game. Connections and match persistence are the core targets here, so you might notice fewer sudden disconnects and better consistency in ranked or casual online play. Also, the improvement to gameplay performance should translate to fewer micro-stutters during big plays, which helps when you're trying to time a catch, execute a blitz, or thread a precise pass under pressure. It's worth noting the broader context. This game has received a steady stream of patches since release, each one trying to whittle away at long-standing issues and respond to community feedback. Some updates brought new gear, uniforms, or presentation elements, while others focused more squarely on the simulation and mode-specific problems. This one lands as another maintenance-oriented update in that sequence. Not flashy or transformative, but necessary and pragmatic. For creators and players who want to talk specifics on camera, a good on-the-record take is to be brutally honest about where the game improved for you. Say something like, I noticed fewer drops mid-match and things felt more stable online, or animations and frame pacing seemed smoother in intense moments. Those are concrete experiences people can relate to, and they line up with the official notes about stability, crash fixes, and performance improvements. Keep it real and specific. Mention the modes you tested and where you saw the difference. If there's any downside, it's that these kinds of patches don't always come with long, detailed changelogs for every single minor tweak. So sometimes players still need to hunt through forums or test the game themselves to confirm particular fixes. When updates say other minor tweaks, it's a cue to the community to check the areas they care about most. Some of the earlier patches have shown that even small adjustments can change meta elements like kicking, reliability, defensive timing, or how quickly certain abilities trigger, so a short play session after patching can help you feel out any subtle shifts. Overall, this update feels like the sort of practical maintenance that the game needed, focused on stopping crashes, making online play more dependable, and improving the general feel of gameplay. Not every update has to reinvent the wheel. Sometimes keeping the wheel from falling off mid-drive is enough to make the next play session far more enjoyable. If you've been putting up with disconnects or crashes, this should help. And if you just want a smoother run-through on the field, the performance improvements aim to deliver that smoother ride. So yeah, that's the rundown. Stability, to crash fixes, gameplay performance, and a handful of minor adjustments. Those are the things that quietly restore confidence in your sessions and let you focus on making plays rather than troubleshooting. Enjoy your next